Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So basically I need to wash my hair and I thought I would do it with you guys and also answer your curly hair questions. I asked you guys to send questions on Instagram, so I'm going to answer them all while styling my hair and showing you what products I'm going to use today. This is not a sponsored video, so I'll just be using random products that I pick out from my big collection. And yeah, I'll show you the process and the results. It's a stinking hot day today, which is good. It means my curls are going to dry quickly. I've got low porosity hair and it takes forever to dry, so I like when it's hot because I don't have to diffuse for as long. I actually haven't washed my hair since I swam in the pool yesterday, so this is what we're working with here. So dry, it really needs a deep moisture treatment, so I might do a mask in the shower. Alright, I'm gonna go wash my hair and I'll show you what products I use in the shower when I get back. Alright, I'm back from the shower. In the shower I used the BUMBLE BB curl range. So this is the moisturizing shampoo and 3-in-1 conditioner. You can actually use the conditioner as a leave-in, but I've only used it as a rinse out. But I love these, they're super nourishing. I like the ingredients in them. They have a lot of just ingredients that my hair likes, like jojoba oil, avocado, shea butter, just very moisturizing ingredients. And they kindly sent me those. I haven't tried out the rest of the range. I really want to. Bumble, hit me up. And then I did a mask. This is the NATALIE and Enriched Hydration Mask. NATALIE is an amazing hairstylist here in Sydney and she was kind enough to give me this mask when I visited her salon last year. And it's a charcoal mask. It smells amazing. That's my favorite part. And it makes your hair super soft. So I think it's for all hair types. I don't know if it's curly girl approved, if it's silicone, paraben and all that free, so maybe this isn't the one for you if you're strictly following the curly girl method or if you just started your curl journey. But yeah, that's what I used in the shower. I haven't looked at your questions yet, so I'm gonna look now and just answer the first ones I see. Okay, so the first question that got sent through is, what's your hair type? My hair type is, well, some people say it's like the 2C range, 3A range. So there's a chart which shows you what curl type you have, and yeah, I reckon I fall from the 2C, 3A, sometimes 3B. I mean, my hair's sometimes very uneven. Some curls are very loose and then others are tighter. Oh my god, look at the wet patches on my top. And my hair is very dry. You could say it has like a protein overload. It's quite coarse and I need to give it a lot of moisture, and I basically just want to keep nourishing it and giving it a lot of moisture. So I do use quite a lot of products on my hair, maybe compared to other curly girls, because I know some people have finer, thinner hair that is already kind of naturally oily and they don't need to put a lot of products. But with me, my hair never really gets oily. It's very thick and just very dry. Alright, we better get on to styling before my hair dries because it is really hot today, as I said. This is the avocado and rose oil clump and define cream from Bounce Curl. I'm going to use that today. It's nearly empty. I really like it. It's like a really thick moisturizing cream. I don't know if it would be good for finer curls, but I definitely recommend this for thicker curls, and it smells roses. It's really nice. So I'm just going to rake that through, making sure it's evenly spread out throughout my hair. Alright, so we've got that cream in. Next question is, what is your favorite brand? Don't make me choose. I've recommended a lot of different curly hair brands to you guys. If you want to check out like a more detailed video on that, I include a lot of recommendations in my latest curl routine video, which I'll leave linked down below. I can't choose one favorite. I kind of have favorites from like throughout each month. Like I'll stick to one for a month and then change. But to name a few on the top of my head, I love Curls, Shea Moisture, Moroccan Oil, BUMBLE, BRIOGEO, John Frieda. Yeah, there's a lot. I guess you just have to find which one works for you. I've tried out stuff that haven't worked for my curls or haven't worked as well as other brands. Another question is, do you recommend the DENMAN brush? Yes, I use it every time I style and wash. I got it because I saw Jamie Jo uses it, and a few other curly girls on social media that I follow use it as well. I just think you need a styling brush if you want to get the most defined and neat curls. Your curls will still turn out nice if you don't have a styling brush, or if you just use like a regular brush to kind of detangle and define your curls, but I love this one, it's great. Next I'm going in with the Bond Repair Mousse from ALTERNA. This is what it looks like. I'm just gonna shake it. Again, we're just raking that through, try and make it all evenly spread out. I think mousses, especially this one, is really good at creating more definition and volume in your curls. It kind of creates a light cast on my curls. Then I'm gonna use the DENMAN brush to just detangle my hair. and then I kind of shake out my curls a bit and scrunch them up. I was aiming for a super nourishing, moisturizing styling day today because my hair was super dry and I didn't wash it after I swam in the pool yesterday, and it tends to get really dry when I swim in the pool. So all the chemicals really dry it out and frizz it out. So I'm making sure that it's super nourished today. Sometimes I do go too much with product and it ends up getting weighed down or not as defined because there's just too much happening. Lastly, I'm going to go in with the Curls Beat and Control Curl Sculpting Gel. This is one of my favorite gels. You've seen me use it a lot. This is going to create a nice cast on the hair and hold that definition. I'm just going to scrunch it through, and I also glaze it over the top area of my head. I'm just going back in with my Denman brush and defining all the front bits that I want to make sure are not frizzy and are nice and defined. Especially the back bits that tend to get more frizzy. And lastly, I'm going to do something a bit different to my usual routine. I'm going to add this strengthening treatment oil from BRIOGEO. I haven't used this in a while. Just to the ends of my hair. Ooh. This will just keep my ends nice and nourished. I do tend to get like frizzy dry ends. Alright, so that's all the products and styling done. I'm going to keep answering your question as I air dry my hair. I'll probably air dry it until I'm done with these questions, and then I'll go and diffuse for the rest. Next question is, how did you cut your hair? I don't cut my hair. I go to my local hair salon. It's just this lady that doesn't have any employees. She just has this little salon and she runs it all by herself, and she just trims my hair for me. She's not a curl specialist. She wants to remain private because I don't know, she's happy with how her business is and she doesn't want people coming up to her and saying, can you cut my hair like Olivia's, and like, because she was saying to me that I'm the hairstylist of my own hair, like I style it and I do all the products and she just kind of trims it and keeps it healthy. And I'll just show her a photo of the shape I want and she'll like make more layers for me if I want that, or she'll cut bangs for me. But yeah, I get asked that a lot, and I don't think it's where you go get it cut, it's how you style it yourself and what products you use to make your curls look nice and shiny. So yeah, there's a lot of questions about my haircut, and it's very layered. So I just showed my local hairdresser the shape that I wanted. I go in with curly hair and then she wets it to cut it, so she dampens it, and then she kind of at the end dries it a bit, and it's really frizzy, like it doesn't look nice at all, but just to see that the shape is right. So I've got like a short layer, and then short layer. So I've always wanted like more of a round shape than just all one length. Next question is there any difference in routine for men's curly hair? No, if you're a man and you have a similar hair shape, hair length to me, then you can definitely use my curl routine. I know there's guys out there with long hair, so you could definitely try out my routine. I think the longer and thicker your hair is, the more products you might have to use, because my younger brother has curly hair and I've shown him all my hair products. Like there's so much in this house that he could use, but he doesn't use any of them, and he does get really nice curls. All he does is wet his hair and then he uses this like random men's gel. Like he doesn't use any curl products. So I think if you have really short hair like him, I'll put a photo of him here, you don't have to like do a cream and a mousse and a gel, because that'll just kind of make your hair oily if you only have a little bit of hair. So I'd say if you have short hair, this is male or female, and you want to kind of define your curls more, I would just invest in a nice kind of stronghold gel. It doesn't even have to be for curls, it can just be a gel from Woolworths, and you just wet your hair and add some gel, kind of scrunch it up. You can finger coil them to make them more curly. But yeah, as your hair gets longer, if you want to grow long hair, then I would probably invest in more products like mousses and cream. Again, everyone's hair is different, so that's just my advice. What are your top 3 favorite styling products? Love you, girl. Love you too. Thank you for your question. Again, I can't pick a favorite, but in terms of the kind of products, then styling is always for me like a leave-in conditioner or cream, and then a mousse, and then a gel. Some days I don't use all 3. Some days I only use a cream and a gel, mousse and a gel. I have all my favorites on my recent curl routine video, so again, just check that out. I have a lot of recommendations because I'm aware that in different countries you can't get some products, or the price ranges, some are really high and then you can get more affordable ones. But yeah, those products that I used today, they're some of my favorites. The Bounce Curl Cream, the ALTERNA mousse and the Curls Be in Control gel. They're some of my favorites that I'm always picking up. So yeah, there's a lot of questions still about my haircut. I don't know the name of my haircut. I don't think it has a name. Layered, short layers throughout. How many days do you spend without washing it? This wash day I hadn't washed my hair for the previous 2 days. I'll wash my hair and then for 2 days I won't, and then I'll wash my hair. So every 2 to 3 days I guess I wash my hair. I guess if my job was different, because my job is like taking photos and stuff about curls, I want my curls to look nice for videos and photos, so I do wash it probably more than the average person would. It really depends on my week though. Like if I'm having a lazy day, I won't go to the trouble of washing and styling my hair. I'll just leave it frizzy and tied up in a bun. If I have a photo shoot the next day, then I always wash it and make sure it's like clean and styled for the photo shoot. Yeah, it just depends on my schedule. If I know I'm gonna do a TikTok tomorrow and it's gonna be a curl wash day TikTok, then I won't wash my hair that day, you know? It just depends on the schedule of the week. My hair doesn't get oily easily though, like I never have an oily scalp, but I do have an itchy scalp. If I find that I'm itching my scalp a lot, I know that it's time to wash. Why isn't my hair curling on the back of my head? Did I do something wrong? I think the back gets really frizzy easily, even with my hair. When I go to photo shoots, I'll wash and style my hair and then I'll go to sleep and then I'll come to the shoot and like I've kind of fixed the front so it looks nice, but then when I get there I notice that all the back is frizzy, so the stylist or makeup artist or whatever has to like go in with a curling iron and curl the back. So yeah, it's normal to have frizzy at the back because that's what you sleep on and you move around in your sleep and it gets frizzy. But when you're styling, so for example for today I would put extra cream and extra product in that back area. I'd make sure that all that is evenly moisturized. I make sure I brush through it so all the product's evenly distributed at the back. So I just put extra nourishment and moisturization into the back of your head. Also just sleep with a silk or satin pillowcase or a sleeping cap to minimize the frizz at the back of your head. I never have perfectly frizz-free curls. There's always some frizz, you just gotta embrace it at the end of the day. If no one in your area could cut your hair, would you do it yourself? Yes, I would do it myself, but I don't think I'd do a very good job. My hairdresser Amy, she like goes in each layer and like trims it and makes sure it's the shape that I want, and also just make sure all the ends are healthy, whereas I think if I did it, it would be so uneven and wonky. Like it would look alright in photos and stuff, but if a hairdresser actually looked at each layer, it would just be like all jagged. Again, someone asked how many times a week do you wash your hair? It depends on my schedule, but probably every 2 to 3 days. Do you use products that contain silicone sometimes? Yes, I'm not strictly on the Curly Girl method, and all my products, not every single one of my products is silicone free. I do prefer products that are silicone, paraben and sulfate free. I just think it's healthier for your curls. It's what helped me transition quite quickly. I just stuck to yeah, more natural organic products that didn't have those chemicals in it when I first started transitioning. But I think once your hair is healthy enough and your hair is strong and healthy and your curls are like fully evolved, you can branch out and try different products that might have silicones from time to time. I don't think it's good to use products every day that have chemicals in it. But yeah, I think it's okay if your hair's healthy, but it's personal preference. If you'd rather just follow the Curly Girl method, that's up to you. Someone said, what do I need to start my transition? So when I started, I watched a lot of Curly Girl videos on YouTube. Jamie Jo is a great one, and I just watched a lot of like product reviews and stuff and decided what products I want to try out. I knew that I had really thick dry hair, so I tried to find products that I think would work with that. I'd say stick to products without sulfates, parabens and silicones, and invest in a shampoo and conditioner. Without those, Shea Moisture have a lot of ranges that are nice and more natural and organic. So yeah, Shea Moisture was one of the first brands that I invested in because it was also more accessible for me. It was just in my local pharmacy, so I did buy a few of those. I went a bit crazy and like bought too much stuff. But yeah, just find a product that you want to use from now on as a curly girl. Get a shampoo and conditioner and then invest in a leave-in conditioner and a gel, or a mousse and a gel. So it's just buying new products for your curl journey. I then also got a DENMAN brush eventually, which I found helped a lot in definition and reducing frizz when styling. You'll need a satin cap. I got mine from eBay, they're pretty cheap, and also a satin pillowcase, satin or silk. And then another great one to have is a refreshing spray. So I started off with a John Frieda one, I think, the day 3 curl spray. So like when you wake up after wash day and your hair's a bit frizzy, using like a nice spray to keep it nice and defined. The thing you'll need most is patience when you're transitioning, because at the start your curls aren't going to be at their highest potential. They're still going to be maybe damaged from heat damage, or yeah, still kind of forming their curls. You also need a haircut, so just get a fresh haircut and chop off all your dead ends. If you want to get a certain shape, just find a photo to show to your hairdresser that you want to get a certain round shape or more layers or bangs. Starting off with a fresh cut I think really helped with me. My hair was super short. If you have been following me since then, you might know. How long do your curls usually last before you have to wash them? They usually last just like 1 day, because I didn't put that much effort into like sleeping with them properly. My cap always falls off. I'm just move around a lot in my sleep and I wake up and it's all frizzy. Like the day after is usually good, but it's rare to have good day 3, day 4 curls. I'm a bit lazy and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna wash them. So yeah, I think if you put extra effort into maintaining them, don't touch them, don't tie them up. I think with my job I like change hairstyles a lot, and I'll tie it up and then I'll slick it back, and then the next day it's just all frizzy. So yeah, if you sleep with them properly with your silk cap and silk pillowcase, and if you have a good refreshing spray and maybe just being gentle with your curls and not touching them too much, they should last longer. How do you get rid of frizz? Mine always gets frizzy the second day after washing. Mine gets frizzy too. You guys see my best hair days where my hair looks great in photos, but then the next day after I've taken that photo it's all frizzy again. Again, maintaining frizz, sleeping with satin stuff will help maintain frizz, and getting a good refreshing spray. Another great thing to do if you wake up and it's frizzy is just wet your hair a bit and get some gel and kind of glaze it over and then diffuse, and hopefully that will kind of help refresh them and make them more defined. Next question is tips for dry hair during winter months. My hair gets really dry too. Well, my hair is dry all year round, but especially in winter, and my tip is to deep condition, invest in getting a hair mask. Deep conditioning is when you put a mask all over your hair. You can brush it through as well if you'd like, and then leave it on for a certain amount of time. You can leave it on overnight, you can leave it for 10 minutes, for half an hour. I just put a shower cap over my hair, and it depends how long I leave it on for. If my hair's super dry, I'll leave it on for like 20 minutes. If I just need a quick moisture boost, I could leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. But yeah, when your hair's really dry, do a mask. It will help so much. It will help repair your dry hair. I have mask recommendations on my curl routine video, which I'll leave down below. How do you keep from getting frustrated and giving up? You just have to embrace the frizz, embrace whatever hair you have now, and just know that if you keep looking after it, it will get better. At the start, my hair was very just frizzy and wavy, and after months and months of kind of learning how to style it, learning what products work for me, I did start to see results. So just hang in there, embrace your frizzy hair. You can do hairstyles. If you don't feel comfortable going out with your hair that's in transition, you can research some different hairstyles, space buns, slicked back buns, braids. Just try to stay positive and have fun with it. You will get there, honey. Your hair has grown a lot in 2020. Any tips? It did grow a lot. I was quite surprised looking back at old photos how much it's grown. I think because it's just so much healthier than when I used to straighten it, because when I straightened it, it didn't grow. I think the ends just kind of burnt off and my hair never looked longer. But because I have a good routine, I look after my hair, I keep it moisturized and nourished with lots of product. I brush it regularly. I massage my scalp in the shower. I did take hair vitamins last year. I took the Hairtiman's vitamins. I had a very strict vitamin routine where I took lots every morning, and I've lost it, but I want to get back into that. But yeah, I don't think there's any real secret to hair growth. It's all different for each individual, and obviously it just takes a lot of patience, because nothing's gonna make your hair just grow overnight. There's lots of questions of how to get definition and how to define your curls. I think a gel is definitely one of the products that will help you achieve definition. I think mousses are also great. A cream, mousse and gel all together will give you more definition. It's just a matter of finding products that work for your hair type. Again, if you want to see my gels recommendations, you can check out my curl routine video. But my hair's not always defined. It's a frizzy a lot of the time. I think, you know, my photos on Instagram, it's a highlight reel and it's showing my best hair days when I've just finished my wash routine and I haven't slept in it or anything. So just keep that in mind, that everyone with curly hair has bad hair days and frizz, and my hair is not perfect. It looks perfect in photos sometimes, but in real life it's not. How to achieve volume. I think mousse is great. Whenever I use a mousse, I find that my hair is a bit more voluminous. voluminous. Getting layers cut in your hair is a great way to achieve volume. If your hair's all the same length and you've got long hair, obviously that's going to weigh your hair down and not give you as much volume up here. But because I've got short layers at the top of my hair, they're more light and fluffy, and I can just shake them up at the roots and they stick out, and that's what gives that voluminous effect. That's just the key to volume, is shaking out your roots. So after your hair's dry, after your wash day, just shake, 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 scrunch, scrunch, just kind of without making it too frizzy, just keeping your hands in your roots will give you that extra volume. And I shake my hair throughout the day. I shake my hair just before I take photos, and that's what makes it look voluminous. I'm lucky that I have really thick hair, so I kind of have natural volume. If you have thinner, finer hair, it might be more hard to achieve volume. Alright, I'm going to diffuse the rest of my hair and I'll show you the results. So today I'm using the GHD Helios diffuser. I also have a Parlux diffuser, which I use equally as much. That's in my curl routine video, and I also go through more details about diffusing in my curl routine video. But basically when you're diffusing, you want to think of it as setting your curls in place. You don't want to like blow it around or touch your hair too much, which I'm guilty of. I touch my hair a lot. Yeah, you just want to set your curls in place, make sure they dry in a nice defined pattern. I kind of just go around like this for a while, and then I'll flip my hair under and get into the roots and dry those out. Usually I do use some heat, like medium heat. That's because my hair is healthy now, but if you're recovering from heat damage, I definitely recommend using a diffuser that has the cool air option. So you just use cool air. Because it's hot today, I'll probably just use cool air. My hair's already dried quite quickly just on its own. Let's do it! Alright, so this is the result. It's all dry. It's still a bit wet at the roots, but I just got lazy, but I've fluffed it up, and I also added some GHD Final Fix hairspray just all over and kind of scrunched that in. But my hair feels so much better. It's a lot more moisturized. It smells really good thanks to that charcoal mask. But yeah, the definition and volume is there. Let me know what you guys think compared to my other wash days, but I think it's pretty good. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. Also, make sure that you watch my curl routine video. It goes into a lot more detail about products and just the step-by-step process. Thank you all for sending your questions through. I hope this helped you out a bit. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!